Game 2 last night, 108-102, behind a 26-point performance from Jalen Brunson. New York now holds a 2-0 lead in the series in this matchup, and now it shifts to Philadelphia. So the 76ers put up a fight without Joel Embiid in a game that featured 25 lead changes, 14 ties. Knicks just 2 wins shy from the conference finals. But Draymond Green had a message for Knicks fans.
They win these games, it's the second round of playoffs, and everybody's running around, they're having parades, they're trapping J.R. Smith outside of Madison Square Garden. Let's not have a parade before you win the thing, Knicks fans. But y'all do the same thing, and then y'all wonder why our players quit in the conference finals. They got the parade already.
All right, we now welcome in a very special contributor. I'm sure that you were late this morning because they're still celebrating out on 7th Avenue.
Yeah,
it's the kid Mero. You've seen him on Hot 97. You also see him on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. Diehard Knicks fan, of course. So let's just jump right into this.
Yes.
From the fan perspective, how are you feeling this morning?
Tremendous. This Knicks team is a juggernaut. It is a team of destiny. Last time I was up here, I made another New York sports comparison where I said Jalen Brunson needed to be Jeter-esque in his approach, and he did that, and they won by, I think it was, I believe, 828 points last time. So I think they're going to continue that. Yesterday, I was not worried at all.
A little closer.
I was not worried at all. At no point was I nervous. Look at me. First take, here's a hot take. The Knicks are running the table, okay? We're sweeping the Sixers, and we are sweeping the Thunder. I'm saying that out loud. You think I'm crazy? Yes, I see your face, Perk. I see your face, Stephen A. I said it out loud with my chest, okay? The Knicks are running the table. They are the team of destiny. They are the Giants, the Eli Manning Giants that beat Tom Brady 2 times. Yes, twice, okay? They are because you know what? It used to not be the case that the Knicks had a guy similar to how the Yankees had the guy in Mariano Rivera. When Mariano Rivera came out, you knew the game was over. If the Knicks have possession and it's the end of the game, we have Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? And his large head helps him in the post.
Mero, first of all, a couple of things. When you're on First Take, don't try to filibuster. Leave that on Capitol Hill. Here, you need to give us a moment to get back at you. That's number one. Number two, you understand? I'm loving my Knicks in the whole 9. I can't let you get away with saying that. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I'm sorry to tell your business to dime you out, but you know what? You do an excellent job on radio in the morning. You usually have a driver. You had to drive yourself this morning. So clearly you're a bit dizzy. You're not all there. You understand? And
I'm locked in, Stephen.
First of all, you forgot that if you get through this series, you got a conference finals to deal with. All likelihood Detroit, even though we can't summarily dismiss Cleveland. But to sit up there and to say that the Oklahoma City Thunder would get swept by anybody, let alone the New York Knicks, calls for automatic drug testing. Okay? That makes no sense whatsoever. There isn't a soul on the basketball planet that would agree with that nonsense. Please, the Knicks would sweep the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Sweep.
You're insane. I'm a Knicks fan. I hope the Knicks don't get swept if they get to the finals and went up against OKC, let alone sweeping OKC. That's nonsense. Don't attach most Knicks fans to that nonsensical stuff that just came out of Kid Mero's mouth. We forgive him. We want to pardon him. He is not responsible for what said this morning because somebody drove him to work. He had to drive himself to work for a change.
Facts.
He had to stay up. Little foggy, Big Perk. It's Knicks fans, he cannot speak for us on this one. Not this.
I hope
I'm speaking for the entire city of New York when I say we are doing it. We're running the table. I'm not even worried about the Pistons, okay?
And that's the problem. And that is the problem. And that's exactly what Draymond Green was talking about. And that's the problem.
He's wrong, Perk.
No. That's the problem with the delusional fan base of the New York Knicks. Y'all sit up here and y'all come on here and y'all have these expectations, right? And Kid Mero, instead of you actually living in the moment, you do realize that we're still waiting on news or injury report to see what's up with OG Anunoby, who's y'all X factor, right? And I want to give you some. I just want to give you some advice. I want to give you some advice real quick. I know you watch a lot of basketball. Did you watch the game one of the Lakers and the Oklahoma City Thunder? Did you see that game?
Yeah.
Okay, it was boring. It was boring. It put me to sleep. I woke up a few times, went back to sleep. You know why it was boring? Because the fans don't overreact. Because they know what it takes to win a championship. Y'all don't really know what it takes to win a championship because y'all haven't been there in so long.
Hold on.
My thing is, hold on, Perk.
People say that all the time, but my uncle was born in 1969, and he told me all about it, okay? And he got pictures, and we talk about it, so I do know what it's like. Also, I ran into Walt Clyde Frazier at Penn Station one time, and he told me all about it, so I'm very familiar with success. All right? Continue.
You haven't lived that success as
You haven't lived it.
Vicariously through other people.
You haven't lived it. And you can't come on here and be irresponsible and just disrespect the rest of the game like that. First of all, y'all got to get past this series, which I believe y'all will. And then y'all got to get past whoever comes out of the from the other round in the Eastern Conference Finals. And let's not sit up here and act like, y'all shouldn't be worried if y'all happen to face the Detroit Pistons, especially if OG Anunoby is not going to be if he's not available 100%. You have to worry about a dude by the name of Cade Cunningham if they get past the Cleveland Cavaliers, because when you talk about a big guard, big forward, point forward, whatever you want to call him, the only person that can really contain him is OG Anunoby.
Yeah,
so my message to you is sit back, live in the moment. Don't jump the gun, because this is what I've been experiencing with y'all time after time after time ever since Jalen Brunson arrived in New York. The expectations of y'all always fall short. Live in the moment. Just appreciate what's happening. Get through this series. Get to the conference finals, and then we'll worry about y'all when y'all make it to the promised land, or if y'all make it to the promised land. Don't be delusional.
Yeah, the dichotomy here, if you're looking down at the bottom of the screen, your take, Kid Mero's take, Knicks will run the table. Stephen A. Smith, voice of reason here, worried about OG Anunoby, which you said you're not worried about. Nothing
I'm not worried
last
about
night.
it at all.
That could potentially be a big injury, which obviously we don't know about the status of it, what exactly it is. We'll wait to find out more on that. But my gosh, the two of you, voice of reason this morning. You're just coming in here wilding.
Coming in hot.
Real quick, I'm disappointed
with facts.
in you, though. Seriously, I take my time. Shout out to Big Larry out here in L.A. I take my time, especially when I'm coming on the first take, to make sure that I follow the rules, right? The dress code. I come in and I go get me a tie. I ain't coming in with the chain, so you don't have no complaints about calling me Mr. T. But then you let Kid Mero come on here like that. And you don't say a word. And I was waiting to see if you was going to address him, but I guess it's some type of bias with you New Yorkers, so you didn't say anything to him.
I'm giving him a pass because
that's my Queens brother. New York.
It's not because of that. I'm giving you a pass because you got to get up 4 a.m. and you not yourself. You probably drunk with fatigue. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
getting IV right
now. I'm letting it slide, but I do need an upgrade with the wardrobe next week. I do need that, my brother. You know why? Because in Queens we represent a nice blazer. A nice blazer and a collared shirt would be nice. You don't even have to wear a tie. You don't even have to wear a tie. I mean, because I haven't seen you in a tie and stuff like that. And you hanging out with Melo and all of that stuff. And let me tell you something right now. I'm going to put it on front because, Melo's my man. I love my man Carmelo Anthony, right? And I'm very proud of him and the crew and the job that they're doing. I'm going to say this on national television to Carmelo Anthony. I don't give a damn how good you look, because you do look good, my brother, with your outfits and all of that other stuff. I mean, I need to see Carmelo Anthony in a suit. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you covering the playoffs, dog. You understand? And you look sharp. You understand what I'm saying? Melo is Melo. Melo's cool as hell. I can't get on Kid Mero and not get on my man Carmelo Anthony, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. I'm calling him out. That's my dog. I love him. You could, this is your boy Stephen A. talking to you. You could dress a little bit better. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't at the gym. You're on national television. I got to get on Melo. He could afford it. We know he could afford it, that brother. You understand what I'm saying? He could afford it. You understand? You're a role model. You good people, great people. Another one of the best people I know. I love him like a brother. You know Stephen A. talking to you. You could upgrade the wardrobe. Do I need to make suggestions?
You guys are going to go
Do I need to make
insane
suggestions?
with what you're saying.
I'm telling you. Look, Tracy McGrady,
out of
Vince
control.
Carter. I'm very, very pleased. But Carmelo Anthony and D. Wade, let me not forget D. Wade. D. Wade, my other brother, that brother need to dress better too.
Stephen A., I don't know if
What's
you
up
can
with
see
the
this right
suit
now.
game?
This man is
What you
sweeping
doing with the
studio.
broomstick?
He's already got the Knicks into the finals.
Knicks are not sweeping, Kid Mero.
Bypassing
They're not
the Eastern
sweeping.
Conference Finals
They're not
to get
sweeping. Mero, they're not sweeping, bro. They're winning the series, but they're not sweeping.
Straight
They're
up
not sweeping.
shenanigans here on first day. We're going to try to level set here and get back into
Melo,
it.
D. Wade,
Levy
y'all
and the
heard me.
Spurs evened up their series against Ant-Man and the